Okay, hi, so a little small video here, woo! So the Sonic movie released its big second trailer the other day, and since I'm kinda in the market of trying to guess the entire thing before it's even out, I figured I should give my 2 cents. Hopefully this is the last big footage dump we get before release, because I don't want to keep making a bunch of small little videos giving ever so slightly updated predictions every other week. I do not want to turn into one of these guys. But still, there's just enough here that I reckon I could bring some interesting thoughts to the table, so let's jump right into this bitch. Also, watch my previous video if you haven't already. It's kinda required watching for the context of some of my theories here today. Also, subscribe. Okay, so we finally have some footage of Sonic and Tails crashing the wedding that isn't just phone cam garbage. Tails is knocked out, I don't know, maybe Sonic lets him get hit, then this turns into some big, you gotta take responsibility moment. I sure would fucking love for this guy to start resembling this guy, that'd be fucking great. Also, why is Sonic's phone picture just a random screen grab from the first movie? I know I'm nitpicking, shut up, but could they seriously not be bothered to at least take a screen grab from this movie? Here, look, I fixed it. It took 10 minutes. You're welcome. So Tails has a backpack now. Nice to know when they said they had a plan. What they really meant was they had a very vague idea that Tails would be in the sequel and didn't have many specifics in mind, because otherwise he would have had that backpack the first go around. This shot actually looks good now. Before you could smell the green screen from a mile off, but now, well, I mean you can still smell the green screen, but it doesn't look atrocious now. That's probably been the most interesting part of this whole marketing campaign to me, seeing the visuals slowly get better with every new trailer and TV spot. Quite fascinating, honestly. I hope they keep it up for movie 3. It's a fun look into what goes on behind the scenes to make these things. Eggman makes a pog face, and I can't wait to see this be an overused reaction gif. Sonic looks really weird in this movie, is it just me? I mentioned this in my video about Sonic sucking in 2022, but they seem to have tweaked his proportions just a tiny little bit. It still looks really off to me. His face is a bit more rounded, we hardly ever see his eyes as wide as they can get. He looks almost a little more human? I'm not sure, but God knows that's not a direction you should be taking Sonic back in. I mean, sometimes he looks great, but other times there's just something off. I wish I could put my finger on it. Anyway, the Mushroom Planet looks much more colourful now. Again, can't help but feel like if they had actually planned this out, it would have looked a little different back in movie 1. I don't know why Knuckles is coming out of thin air though. They're still keeping the whole you can see the other side of the ring through the ring effect thingy in this movie. So this is either just VFX that isn't implemented yet, or spoiler prevention? Maybe he's coming in from a place from the games and they don't want us seeing it yet? I mean, I can commend wanting to preserve the cinema experience, but when you show the death egg in your fucking trailer, I have to question what the point is. So here we can see Knuckles punching through some truck. Very cute reference there. Now for Christ's sake, do more than fucking references to make this feel like Sonic. Also, extended footage shows he's pursuing Sonic and Tails here at nighttime. That plus the little shot of Sonic saying him and Tails will be like Vin Diesel and The Rock, kinda like they're meeting for the first time, means I was completely right about when and why they meet, and that these shots are total BS. Fuck you all and good night tri-state area. Also, what's the fucking point of airing this TV spot on TV but then not uploading it online? Evidently people are just going to put it on there anyway, so why not just release it in HD from the get-go, you fucking mongoloids. Ah, here he comes, rougher than the rest of them. Nice to see that props posing went to good use. This bit with Stone here is honestly pretty good. Even better when you see Eggman's fucking face in the background. Jim Carrey's a treat, I love him. I am going to be a nitpicking asshole though and point out that if you slow down the footage, that tracking looks janky as all hell. Also, Knuckles is vibrating. Why is Knuckles vibrating? So we get a big statue of Longclaw, or at least a member of her race, with a Master Emerald statue below it. This'll absolutely tie in with that they've been fighting each other for centuries Tails line that got leaked. Cinematography's pretty nice, not as impressive when it's an all CG environment, but hey, A for effort. This shot's also really cool, but how the hell this thing was programmed to move like that way back in ancient times I'm not sure about. Don't ask questions, just consume product I guess. I don't really get how Sonic and Tails don't notice Eggman and all his robots flying in until a literal laser is pointed at Tails' head. You can't tell me a man this insane wouldn't be shouting some unfunny quip. Speaking of, and maybe I'm looking way too deep into this, but considering that the robots target Tails first, and Knuckles literally just pushes Sonic out of the way to go pursue something else, maybe Tails is a bit more important than they've been leading on? Maybe it will be like only the pure of heart can unlock the full powers of chaos, or something? So Eggman and Knuckles are after him just as much as they are the Master Emerald? I don't know, I'm probably giving the writers way too much credit. So this shot looks... well, that green screen must smell real good. I hope there's a good reason why he couldn't use this Eggmobile design in the first movie, aside from just the obvious, duh, it's an origin movie, they can't have him flying around in a big round pod, that'd look ridiculous. Here's a quick question for you, why did we need a whole movie for Eggman to lose his hair and grow a mustache? Was that really something that needed set up? Bald people exist in real life, you know. So here's something I got wrong in the last video. I thought the mountain chase would happen first, then they'd eventually wind up in the caverns below, but I guess it's the other way around. That's cool, they can still surprise me. So this looks green screen as all hell. It's an entirely CGI shot, how do you still manage to make it look like Sonic's pasted on top of pre-recorded footage? How do you even do that?
You are terrible at this! Your negative attitude is not helping.
Can't wait for that to get used by overly positive Sonic fans when I complain on Twitter. Okay, this shot goes fucking hard. Feel free to screenshot. For real though, I still stand by the visuals of this movie looking great. Aside from Sonic's weird face, I absolutely love how it all looks. I'm telling you, if these characters resembled their game counterparts, I would be the most hyped fucker on the planet right now. Unfortunately, when you can't even get the Master Emerald size right, I struggle to believe you know jack shit about this franchise. So here's Sonic preparing to run across the ocean in Hawaii. You can tell it's not in the final battle, because he's not all muddied up. That's Kids Movies 101, the main character's only allowed to show battle damage in the big finale. Also, he's absolutely saying gotta go fast here. Thank you Kelly Toy for pointing that one out.
Gotta go fast.
I would just like to take a moment to point out that gotta go fast was never actually a line of dialogue in this franchise until these very knowledgeable writers came along and decided to make the meme a part of Sonic's lexicon. Fuck you. By the way, here's some of those quick cuts from the temple battle edited together in chronological order. You can thank me later. Also, I really like here where they give Knuckles multiple arms to make the punching more intense. That's a really fucking cool trick. Though, hang on, why am I praising a film for using inherently cartoony characters like cartoons? Their designs are literally built for rubber hose style animation. Fucking use that. But still though, this bit does look really cool. But do more, damn it! So here's when Knuckles first shows up to whack Sonic through the TV, and oh my fucking god, look at Jim Carrey there in the corner. He's so fucking great. The absolute highlight of the movie. Not a doubt in my mind about that. Speaking of highlights, ooh, that's some crazy colours you got going on there, Jimbo. Yeah, let's get into the reason you're all here. You saw that title, you saw the Eggman rendition of Low Tier God in the thumbnail, let's talk about it. So Eggman's getting chaos powers, or whatever the stupid lightning shit is, but I'm pretty sure it's chaos energy, so I'll just go with that. I hate this idea, to put it simply. I've always seen it as Eggman trying to prove how superior his machines are to these disgusting organics, that he can literally make robots that harness the same level of power that these regular animals can. He wants to roboticize the entire planet, so his focus should always be on using these kinds of powers to build machines that consistently outclass Sonic and his friends. But no, just cut out the middleman, just give him all the powers he wants to use. For one, the idea of a Super Saiyan Eggman is fucking stupid anyway. For two, you've majorly cheapened what makes him unique, well done. And three, thanks for making the entire first film fucking pointless. Remember his goal in that one? You know, to suck up all of Sonic's energy and use it for himself? He didn't get it, and he never will, right? You know, I think you have something that belongs to me. This is my power. He lost. He ain't getting that energy, right? Nah, fuck it. Just give him exactly what he was after for the entire sodding movie, you fucking brain surgeons. So yeah, in short, not a fan of chaos-powered Eggman. I'll only accept it if he accidentally gets infused with the energy and just kinda goes with it. That'll be okay. I mean, he does look kinda zoinked out in this shot, so there's still a chance that's what's happening here. Please, Paramount, for the sake of me ever having any faith in you ever again, don't let this man actively choose to get chaos powers. Please, I beg. But hey, hang on, what's all this about him becoming the Death Egg robot? You didn't touch on that yet? And yeah, okay, let's get into that shit show. So, much like chaos-infused Eggman, this could just be me assuming the worst, but I'm starting to get really worried that instead of just being a normal guy inside the Death Egg robot, controlling it from like some panel, he's actually gonna become the Death Egg robot. Like, this thing will talk, and have a personality, and that'll be because this man is the robot. Reasons I'm worried about this are as followed. 1. We haven't seen a single shot of him inside the mech piloting it. 2. He says, "Welcome to the new norm," with a weird robotic voice filter.
Welcome to the new norm.
What's the new norm, Eggman? Is it people becoming machines? Because that would kind of fit this guy's personality if you recall movie 1.
Human beings are unreliable and stupid, and I care very little about them. But my machines are diligent, relentless. They're everything to me.
3. This is the Death Egg robot, right? This is partly a Sonic 2 adaptation. This is the movie's take on that big mech Sonic fights at the end of that game. Yeah, well, it's not being called the Death Egg robot. Official merchandise is simply referring to it as Giant Eggman Robot. You know, Giant Eggman Robot. As in, Eggman turns into a giant robot. Good fucking lord, if this is what's going on, I am going to scream in the cinema. Anyway, yeah, that's why I'm a little concerned. Also, is he gonna go supersonic? I mean, I don't know, maybe they might. No, fucking course he is. Why is it even a question at this point? If the Giant Eggman Robot was the big surprise of the film, they wouldn't keep showing it in the marketing. They've got something else up their sleeve, and it's this blue bastard going golden. It's perfectly set up, too. Sonic's all battered and beaten, their car's being chased down by the big death machine, but Sonic has the magical gem in the palm of his hand, and as he sees his found family trapped under some rubble, he finally unlocks his true power and takes down the robot. I mean, really, what gives off this kind of golden glow that they'd be staring up at? Is it a ring? Is the climax of the movie really going to be another fucking ring? Actually, knowing these writers, they might just do that. Also, quick update as I'm recording this, as I'm recording this, I might have just thought of something. You know how earlier I said, what if Tails' purity is needed to, like, unlock the full power of the Master Emerald or something? Well, we've seen when Eggman uses the Emerald's power, it stays green. So when Sonic uses it to turn super, they're now going to need to explain why it turns him gold. Tails is pretty close to gold in this movie, and despite how little he's being used in the marketing, it is his iconography that they're using in the movie's logo. So maybe it'll be like him and Sonic combine their powers, and Tails unlocks the full power of the Master Emerald so Sonic can go super, and because Tails is orangey, yellowy, goldy, his contribution is what makes Sonic golden? I don't know, I'm just spitballing, but that could be something. Because right now, Tails really is just looking like a plot device with a personality. And the little fox boy deserves better, damn it. Though I wouldn't exactly be a fan if he also has special chaos powers. The Sonic characters just have abilities, man. They don't have powers. Please try to understand this, Paramount. These two things are not the same. Anyway, yeah, back to your regularly scheduled scripted video. I just wanted to check out that little extra theory. So, yeah, that's some updated thoughts on the Say Nice Movie DOS. Still not excited at all for the writing. Things like that Uber joke have just solidified to me that it'll be the same shit as movie 1. But hey, like I keep saying, they've got some absolutely amazing visuals in there. If I'm gonna give one bit of genuine praise, it's that they really have upped the look and feel of the world. I can actually see this being the backdrop for a Sonic movie now. But would it kill you to write Sonic as Sonic? I know you didn't research the games at all, but man, at least just watch a single cutscene or something. I mean, at this point, I'm just asking you to do what Pontac and Graf did. Dear God! Also, I'm going to be working on a couple bigger videos soon, so there might be fewer uploads for a little bit. Sorry, bye, see you in the review.
Gotta go fast, gotta go fast.